Here for the judging of our coconut cream pie Great British Bake Off.
Yeah, intro us and tell us what's gonna happen.
Okay, our bakers have prepared for us 3 beautiful, perfectly made coconut cream pies. These will now be tasted blind and judged by our lovely judges, Patty and David. Charlotte and I are also going to taste and judge, and we are going to try our best to be unbiased. We watched the baking process, so we have a little bit of a sense of who made what, but Patty and David have no idea who made which pie.
David also really likes coconuts.
So.
What are Patty and David's qualifications as judges?
What are your qualifications as judges?
Qualifications? He likes coconut a lot, so that's probably the other one. I just like food a lot, so that's my other qualification.
Great qualifications.
I like that your outfits are
I was
coordinating.
about to say that.
We
You guys
didn't try, but it ended up this way.
It's perfect. It's perfect. All right, so.
So how are they gonna judge you? Like, lay out the protocol.
Right, so this is a technical challenge. So we are looking for some
Flaky crust.
Okay.
We're looking for a coconut cream filling that has set, but is not not a stodgy. We want it to be set, but not gelatinous.
Right.
But it shouldn't pour out when it is sliced and placed on the plate. It should hold its shape. And then there should be a top layer of meringue that is perfectly toasted with
Fluffy.
and fluffy.
Okay.
A nice fluffy texture. It shouldn't be too hard. It shouldn't be overbaked. And then a toasted coconut on top.
It's been a good run.
So you're looking,
Take on Paul Hollywood's persona.
yes, you're looking for a golden
I'll
brown
only give
crust.
One handshake.
Yes.
Yes, one handshake.
One handshake.
And we're looking, not required.
That's true.
Might be 0.
Yeah.
And we're looking for no soggy bottoms, always.
No soggy
Never want a soggy bottom.
And I guess you guys
Do you?
get to cut.
Yeah.
I think you guys should cut and serve the pie.
Because that is part of the challenge. Does it come easily out of
I
its
provided some
tin?
various utensils here for you to.
Very cool.
Is everything here, like, is it all handmade?
Yes.
Yes.
Well.
The dough is, well, yeah.
We bought shredded coconut.
Okay, but everything else.
We
Yes.
thought about throwing a coconut into
The crust,
basket.
the filling, and the meringue topping all.
Can't believe they consider that.
No, they should be cold. They've been chilling in the fridge.
What about this? Just, like, you know.
The buoyancy is kind of nice on these.
You give them a little wiggle.
This is a little bit more,
Give them a little wiggle jiggle.
not as gelatinous, I feel. A little bit less bouncy. The crust on this one looks really nice.
Oh, see, this one
Nicely
doesn't move as
brown.
you shake this one and it doesn't wiggle as much. Watch this one.
Oh.
That one seems jigglier.
Yeah.
All right.
Jiggles a little.
All right. Go ahead. Slice the first one. Yeah, we'll just go down the
Yeah,
line.
so slice and serve a piece, and then the 4 of us will taste it from the plate
Yeah.
Okay.
after we look at it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I mean, these are coconut cream pies, right? So
Yeah.
They should be
They sh-
soft-ish.
Mhm.
So don't
But they
watch-
should be
don't watch
like
too far
slice
away,
and
you can
servable.
see
Yeah.
How these papers are.
Yeah.
This pie is, yeah.
Okay, let's see if I can get it out.
Your pictures?
This one, I can
They are
already
pictures.
tell.
We'll show you the pictures at the end.
This one is a little bit juicy. I can see some liquid in here.
Wait, should you use this?
The bottom is very, very. I guess I haven't tasted it yet, but it looks like it could be stodgy. I don't really know.
There's a lot of liquid left in
Alright.
the pan.
Grab a fork. Try a bite.
I guess. Yeah, let me try it.
Yep. Is that okay? We can do just look.
Yeah.
There's a fork for you too, David.
Wait, what does stodgy mean?
I don't really know.
Good cue.
They just say it on the show a lot.
It's some British
It's like
terminology.
when the baked part is kind of like almost like too chewy.
Yeah.
It's got that like weird chewy mouthfeel.
Yeah, I don't think I got any crust.
Tasty.
It is very tasty, very vanilla-y.
And the bottom is a little undercooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see there that pastry's raw.
Roll.
That's how Paul says it. Raw.
The custard is also a little bit undercooked.
It's a little
but
underset.
Not horribly. Oh, we missed kind of the bottom crust here.
There we go. Yeah, let's take a look at
A
that.
little roll.
That's
Yeah.
that's roll pastry right there. That's just not cooked enough.
Yeah,
A good effort.
Tasty,
A
but
good effort.
texturally lacking a little bit, I'd say.
Yeah.
I think the meringue on top is pretty good. Though.
I think I agree.
Meringue is good.
The meringue's got a good texture. It's got a nice fluff, a nice bounce to it.
Nice and toasty on the top.
Let me get it to focus. Focus on the.
Is this what a coconut cream pie is supposed to taste?
No idea.
I would say
You guys are losing your qualifications as judges.
No, I'm just trying to decide if it's like more vanilla-y or if it's like too vanilla-y and not enough
It's
coconut.
I'm not
vanilla.
sure the meringue was whipped enough. It's feeling a little soft and eggy to me. I don't think it's a stiff enough meringue for me personally. All right,
I think it would be a little sweeter too.
could be a little sweeter.
Oh,
Okay.
I think it's quite sweet.
okay. Well, you just got your Asian card, folks.
I like the flavors, but texturally that one's not quite there for me. Shame about the underbake. I think
Yeah,
the blind bake maybe was not for quite long enough.
I agree.
Yeah, I think the bottom is a little bit.
What is blind baking?
When you bake
The blind
crust.
bake is the when you just bake the crust without the filling in it yet. And you have to make sure that that part goes long enough because otherwise, once all the filling's in it, the bottom's not going to bake much more.
You can also see there's a lot of liquid
Yeah.
in here, which is what makes the
Ooh, yeah.
what is what makes the bottom super soggy.
Yeah,
Bottom.
soggy bottom.
Soggy bottom.
All right, let's slice into number 2.
Oh yeah, I can use that. Okay.
How does it feel?
Okay, so the crust on this one feels a little bit, I would say a little bit better than the other one potentially. But I mean, it's so airy that it's kind of hard to tell right off, just based off of the slice. Mother F. Okay, sorry. Can't let go. Okay, this is a lot less
Yeah,
watery, so that's
much
really
drier
nice.
down there.
I think the consistency looks nice. The custard feels more even than the other one.
That ratio, I'm not totally loving. It's a lot of meringue to not a lot of filling.
Yeah.
And that meringue
I actually think that is pretty
There's
typical
a
of
lot of
coconut
volume.
cream pie.
Is it? Okay,
Look at
that's
that
fair.
volume.
Again, we're looking a little pale on that crust underneath. I can't get this to focus, but you'll just have to believe me that that's looking a little pale. It's focusing on my hand and not the. Whatever. I'm gonna get closer.
Oh no. Oh no. Everything's falling apart.
It's like so close to. There we go. It's a little pale.
What?
The vanilla in this one feels weird.
Feels weird.
And I think the custard is very underbaked.
You think the custard is very underrated?
I think it's like super, it like immediately falls apart in my mouth.
I disagree, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
The custard?
Yeah.
I feel like it tastes the same as that one almost, honestly.
I feel like it tastes very different.
The crust on this one's better. Very tough. Okay, where did that even go? There it is.
What
The
is
crust
in
is definitely better.
custard? What is in the custard at the bottom?
It's like milk, sugar, vanilla, coconut.
There's coconut.
Mhm.
Yeah, less coconut from this one. Then.
Yeah, this is more vanilla than this one. This one has, yeah. This is heavy vanilla flavor for me.
There's still-
I really like this meringue. It's very like airy
Yeah,
and fluffy.
Yeah, the meringue on this one's good.
I agree. I like the meringue. Okay, he's
I like
talking.
that
Yeah. Hi, Mom.
the coconut is a little bit toasted. So you can taste like a little bit of like burnt coconut.
Yeah.
at the
It's
top.
got a good texture.
Yeah, Mom, I'm a judge.
Yeah.
Will you guys all rate yours
Solid.
1 through 3?
We will at the end.
Individually?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, on the show, they just kind of do comments and then they just come up with a ranking at the end.
They do. Yeah. So we could go and confer with each other separately.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they go confer with each other separately, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be curious if you all do your individual ranks and then you confer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
We can do that.
Yeah.
if you do one.
Yeah, the dough is still. The crust is still a little undercooked on the bottom.
But less so. Like you can see that it's like there's salt. Like
Yeah, it
the
came
cross
off.
section.
On this one is also more savory than that.
Yeah. I have bites that are a little salty.
Yeah. I just like pulled some off and it was a salty custard.
Yeah. All right. Last
Last one.
slice, but this is not part of. This popped off of the other slice.
Okay.
I just got a weird, like, chunk there. Of, like, almost a jello feeling. Like a. I think the slurry that they made. I think I just got a chunk of that was not fully integrated. Well, this one looks
How does
soft.
this one feel?
It feels underbaked.
Oh, that's very wiggly. I'm a little nervous about this one. Like you can even see along the edge, and it's a lot of liquid.
What is the liquid?
Hello?
You might need to cut from a different
Am I
spot.
supposed to eat from the tin? Am I supposed to eat the tin too? So it's like this is like the equivalent of like the bakers that leave the bottom of the cake thing on there and serve it, and then
You want me to
Paul
hold it from
Hollywood.
here?
Yeah, Paul Hollywood is like, what is this? Oh,
Oh, that's soft.
that is.
It's
Very
soft, but it's not liquidy in the way that one is liquidy.
No, but it is
But
spilling
it
out.
is
well,
falling
look, yeah,
apart.
it's completely. You can see
just
the.
like- this
You can
one's
literally
like-
see
this
a
one is, like,
river.
Yeah, this one is separate.
Yeah.
This one is separated. This one's still like integrated, but not like set.
That's
It hasn't
wet.
set yet. This
That's
one is
wet.
good. This is a good set.
Yeah.
This one is.
That's the best textures so far.
So far.
This is just totally spilling out the sides. So it's disappointing to see.
Disappointing. Oh, it's got a nice thick crust though.
A lot of crust on that one. Underbaked. That is almost raw pie crust there. Give it a taste. Oh, that's raw. That's
very raw.
that was a bite of pie dough.
I kind of like it.
That's straight up dough. The meringue's all right.
I kind of like the filling too.
I like the top of the meringue of this one. I don't really taste the filling much. The filling is very loose.
What about the egg?
The crust is definitely underbanked, but I actually do kind of like you actually taste the crust on this one,
Yeah.
whereas you
Yeah.
don't on the others.
Yeah.
And I do kind of like that. But it should have been baked more.
I like the
The
flavor.
parts from the edge are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, where the crust
Very interesting.
where the crust did bake, it's good. But unfortunately that is just a layer of almost raw pie crust on the bottom. All right, I think we might need a second to confer, gentlemen.
Okay, where do we go?
You're gonna.
You guys can
We go
leave.
downstairs?
Yeah.
We go downstairs?
Yeah, because we gotta show people.
Yeah.
that-
Because we might need to revisit
I
tastes.
think we need to go to the room.
Yeah. I don't think you guys can be here while we talk about
I
these.
think all three of us should jump off.
Oh man, that is.
Okay.
That's
so,
just soup in
It's
there.
Okay, so here's
Let me
That's
try it,
too
though.
much.
I didn't
For-
really taste it because I think it
The
all-
flavor's good.
I think it all
That's my
fell
favorite
off.
flavor
I think it all
for the
fell off.
filling.
yeah. So I think in terms of crust,
I'm gonna try this little bit of.
It does taste
Oh,
really good.
that's interesting. I expected that to be much crisper than it is. That's very soft.
Actually, do you think taste wise?
this is the best.
This is the best
in
flavor.
terms of taste.
You think?
I do.
So the custard on this one is overdone. This is.
Do you think it's overdone? That's why
I think it's.
separated?
I think
it's
this one is
separated
the-
and it's like hard.
yeah, this is the
one
best texture.
Yeah, texture in terms of.
But there
custard.
are odd bites that are just salty.
I don't like the taste of this one.
I agree.
That one is my second favorite in custard taste. This is my favorite in custard taste, even though it's like a soup custard.
Yeah.
For pie crust, I kind of agree with you. This is kind of, even though it's raw, like at least I can taste it.
At least
The
I can
other ones,
taste it.
I can't.
Yeah.
I haven't
I don't like these.
tasted
Don't
any
have
of them.
bottoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can cut more pieces.
These don't have bottom. Yeah, you can cut more.
I do like the color here too. Did whoever did this egg wash it? That
It looks like an egg
it looks-
wash.
Yeah, it does look like an egg wash.
I think it is.
Yeah. it
Which
looks good.
I think it gives a nice look, but I think an egg wash the risk of an egg wash is you can pull a pie too soon
Yeah.
because it looks like it's done, but it's
Yeah.
really the egg wash that's giving it the color and
Yeah,
not
'cause
the
you can
bake of the
tell-
crust
You
itself.
can tell based on the meringue too, because it's not colored.
Yeah, it didn't get the right color.
Yeah,
I agree.
Not colored the same.
I think
If we were ranking flavors and textures separately, this would be, I think, very easy for me to
Yeah.
put them in order.
really.
Yeah. I definitely go flavor 1, flavor 2, flavor 3, texture 1, texture 2, texture 3.
The thing is, this one with the soupiness makes it weirdly unappetizing to me. I think
Yeah.
I'll give that one second texture.
The second for texture.
But the crust on that one is just raw.
The crust is raw. If it had been baked long enough in that for the blind bake, I think this would be the best crust.
Yeah.
Because at least you get some crust.
This
This is the best
closest
crust.
to what
I'm
a
sorry, I'm
coconut
just
cream
pulling
pie
mine.
is, though.
Yes.
So, like overall, like if
Visually, but
think
I
this
don't
one
like the
also has
flavor
the
of
best
it.
Meringue.
Mm-hmm.
This has the best meringue. That is, I feel like it's overbeaten.
Yeah.
This one's overbeaten.
The air's been knocked out of it.
Yeah.
This one is second best. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
a lot
I
of,
keep poking it with my
I
fork.
think I actually do like the flavor of this one.
Yeah.
I mean, I try that one again. The far one.
the meringue on
I'm
this
gonna
one
try
is,
and
like,
get a
very
bit of, there's
Yeah.
no,
it's like all-
that crust
like,
is so
Yeah.
thin and it's just not,
too much.
it's
On
just
that one?
not fully cooked. This one,
Oh.
the crust is so thin.
I got a good crust bite on this one.
Oh yeah, okay, maybe I should need a different bite.
Yeah, like it's not too bad. Oh, this one, the crust is like melted into the goopy liquid.
Yeah.
You really have to pull
That's
it off
very,
of the
very soupy.
side to like
This,
Yeah.
sense of what it tastes.
this is just an issue of setting.
Yeah.
I still think this overall flavor is the best.
Yeah, I
Do
agree.
you think this could have cut right though, or like is this just like a?
I think it could have.
I think this one has like,
This is my favorite flavor for
this
sure.
is my favorite because you can actually taste the coconut in
Yeah.
there. This one
It's the right amount of
is
sweetness.
salty vanilla, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
This one, I feel like, I don't know if it's too much vanilla or, I think this has more vanilla than this
I
one.
want to get a bit of this crust that got cooked. See, but even here, like, it looks like it got the right color because of the egg wash, but
Yeah.
the dough's still,
The dough's not.
it's not fully cooked. Oh, and it's a weird flavor
For
with
me,
the egg
okay,
on
I think
it.
I see what you guys
Oh.
are saying about the custard, this one being the tastiest, but
Yeah.
Taking just a bite, take a bite of just the edge of this crust, it tastes like eggs. And I don't want to be tasting eggs when I bite into my pie.
yeah.
That's a pretty eggy crust.
All right,
I feel
so
like in general for coconut cream pies, you wouldn't egg wash.
No, I think that was an interesting choice to egg wash.
yeah, it was you can say this, right?
It was not in the instructions. That was a choice.
Two are not egg wash.
Yeah.
I think I'm going 3, 2, 1. Am I supposed to share that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
Oh.
Like, I think I agree with you, this custard is better, but it's not so much better. Like, this one is actually a coconut cream pie.
Wait. When you say 3, what do you mean 3?
This one is 3, the worst one.
Oh,
3, 2,
I think you said 3, and I was very confused. I was like, that seems like the winner to me.
I also saw that.
Okay, that's why I got confused. I was like, how is that at the bottom? I agree. I think 3, 2, 1. I wish that this had this flavor, but because that this like fully set, if you served this, it looks like a slice of coconut cream pie.
Just like go like this, and then just
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, just combine
I get
them.
what I'm saying. Like, I think I do agree this one's a little better, the custard, but for me, it's not that much better. Maybe I haven't gotten a weird bite yet.
I feel like if I worked in a restaurant and my bakers baked 3 of these pies for me, and I taste tested it, I would not serve either of these to people.
These two?
I would take this and change it and turn it into something else that doesn't look like a coconut cream pie and serve this because this is the best tasting one.
Yeah, I don't like the flavor of that one.
Yeah.
Something's off.
I don't like the flavor of that one at all.
Very
Interesting.
Nitpicky, but I also don't think there's no coconut on the top. Of
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
The flavor of this one doesn't bother me.
That doesn't bother me. I think I would also rank this one number 1
I want to try just the.
because even if the
just
flavor's
the
not
meringue.
100% there, you can clearly tell what this is,
Yeah,
and you could give this to someone and they would be able to identify like.
that's just.
And they would,
that's
I think
just
somebody would eat
raw,
a piece
though.
of this. Maybe,
Yeah,
I
I
guess
mean,
maybe not everyone would eat a piece of it.
They
but-
might not think it's like the best, but they would definitely be like, if you
It's at least-
marketed it as that, you wouldn't be like, I didn't get what I paid for.
Right, that's at least recognizable as
Yeah,
coconut
versus
cream
some of the
pie.
other ones, you know, if you like serve somebody.
You could serve this and be like, it's deconstructed.
Yeah,
But
but
not with a raw pie crust.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
that's true. But I think in the spirit of the challenge, which is a technical challenge, it's who got the closest to
what
making
it's supposed to be.
What it's supposed to be, and saying like that one is good on the flavor, but I would change it into something else. Is like basically in that statement admitting
Yeah.
that they can't.
They didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't fulfill
They
their
can't
technical
really.
brief.
Yeah, they didn't.
Yeah.
So the flavors were right.
Yeah.
I think
I
this
think-
one is the best in terms of technical.
In technical skill, this, yeah, I agree. I think, yeah, I go 3, 2, 1. Do we all feel okay with that ranking? All right, should we call him back in?
Yeah.
How to do it.
You can go, yeah. It doesn't really matter if you see
Wait,
them
wait,
at this
wait.
point.
There's one more thing, right?
Sure.
We also have to. We have to try
Oh,
to
yeah.
guess who made each one.
Oh,
Can? Or you do?
you can try if you want to. That's not part of the show, but you can.
Do it.
That'll be fun.
Wait, let's
Well,
have it on.
actually-
We won't react. We'll do a big.
We won't
reveal.
react. We'll do a reveal.
Talk about it at
Yeah.
least who they think could have made it.
Yeah.
So.
I don't think they do.
I don't think
It's not part of it, no. No, but you can. I want to hear what you guys think, for sure.
We won't
There's
tell you.
also no basis for this. 'Cause I-
Yeah.
No, that's okay. I just want your
We've already decided.
gut. Yeah, we picked. So just go gut sense who made what.
I think Josh made this one.
Okay?
Just because I think you had mentioned that he hadn't like baked anything before that wasn't like pre-mixed.
I'm trying to think about all three of their personalities.
And how they would be reflected in a coconut cream pie.
Like on one hand, I would be like, oh, Ruben's probably like super meticulous about everything. So like my gut feeling would be he would at least be able to fulfill maybe the taste category.
Can we?
Well,
do you have?
Actually, can
instructions?
can
we,
I see the
look at
instructions?
Yeah, I texted him. Here,
Oh yeah.
you can read them on my phone.
I also have them on my computer if you want to see them there.
Yeah, I need to look and see how
Okay.
detailed they are.
Oh yeah, it's actually fun. Where is it?
Oh, it's from yeah.
So my
This
mom,
is
my mom
this is Charlotte's
a
grandma's
writer,
recipe.
and she's wrote a cookbook. And
Oh,
so
cute.
this is my. Where is it?
Jerusalem?
Okay, I guess I should just look it up because it's obviously I can't find it by phone. What? Okay, so we basically just copied this, but then the pie crust recipe is separate, so we had to copy that too.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, we basically just copied this book. So they,
Until foaming. High speed until thick.
but we thought it was pretty good because my mom's recipes are pretty fucking vague.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to make it more vague.
Yeah. We did not have to reduce a recipe. We had to add a little bit
We did.
because we knew that they were new bakers.
This is hard.
All right, just gut sense. Who made what? Because this part doesn't matter. It's not going to
I
influence the
think Benny
voting.
made this one, and I think Ruben made this one, and I think Josh made that one.
Okay.
I think Ruben made that one, and I think Betty made this one. Josh made this one.
This
Okay.
is so it's the same.
All right, do you want to
wait.
go get them?
I
Yes,
flipped-
but also-
I
No, this is Benny for me.
and that's Ruben for me.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you both think Josh made that one on the end.
Do we talk about this? Does anybody get a handshake?
Oh shit.
Oh. I don't
No.
think so. Sorry, boys.
Sorry.
I don't think there's
The
any
person who
handshakes.
made This is the Star Baker, right? Because they.
They're the winner. I think that because we decided this is number 1.
So wait, how do we?
Number
how
2.
do we reveal and who?
So we'll have them come down
And then
and you will say
the worst one is this one.
start at the
Who was
worst
it? They
and
said
they'll raise their
forward?
hand. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So start with the worst and then in second place is this one and they'll raise their hand and then that means our star baker is yeah.
Okay.
All right, do you want to go get them?
Oh, you guys announced second first?
You go third, second, first.
Oh,
Yep.
interesting.
You guys need it. Well done.
That's how they do it in the technical.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Oh.
I think they do for when they have first and second. They just say first. No. So the person in first knows who they are after they announce second.
For the technical challenges, not for the whole winning the whole
Yeah.
thing. When it comes down to the very last episode, there's 3 bakers and they don't even say a third or a second. They just announce a winner.
That's literally just vanilla water.
Yeah.
What happened?
Poor Benny. I think we should all go on the roof and jump off the roof. Poor guy.
Wait, to be fair, I thought all
Oh, no. We're just being harsh because they're harsh on the show.
Yeah.
You understand? We started dying out.
We heard you.
These were so much worse than we expected.
Yes.
Texture-wise, there's quite a difference.
Quite a
But
difference.
Okay, wait. Before we
no, so you guys don't reveal anything. Stand over there.
Okay, let's
Just stand wherever, but get off our side of the table. Go over there.
Okay. Should we end
and
this?
then-
This is how we started.
We're gonna reveal, starting with the worst. We're gonna reveal who got third, who got second, and then who got first. So Patty and David are gonna point to the pie that got third, and whoever that is, raise your hand. And then we'll do the same thing for second, and then the same thing for first. Though obviously it'll be revealed.
Fair ranking, or is it all
The four of us
Collective.
discussed, and we picked an order.
guys. good
Alright.
luck.
Okay,
Judgment of your pie, not yourself.
so
That's very true.
due to the overcook and the overbeating of the custard and the meringue, this one is our number 3.
Wow.
Interesting.
Number three.
Interesting.
Ruben takes third.
Sorry, Ruben.
Dang.
I'll take it.
I'm-
I think
I
I
am
deserve
shocked.
that.
I'm shocked.
Maybe.
Alright, just looking.
I agree with that though.
Well, you guys should taste it after this.
All right, and then
Okay, so second place. The flavors on this one was good. However, we as judges did not feel that they fulfilled the technical brief of creating something that looked like a coconut cream pie. So this one is our second place.
That's gonna be me.
yeah.
Alright.
Those were our favorite flavors. Our favorite flavors were there, but the rawness of the dough and the soupiness of the custard. Had the custard set and the
would've
crust
been
been
really
baked,
good.
that would have been a winner.
Yeah, that
Awesome.
would have
Thank
been
you,
really
guys. I
good.
hope you at least enjoy the double crust.
Which brings us to our winner, Star Baker.
Tell us about how you came to the unique flavor profile of your pie.
Okay, well you picked it up, Patty. So salt was used a lot in this process.
Oh.
About every layer had a little sprinkle of salt. So when I was
Just because, or
yeah, just because.
Okay.
His logic was, yeah, what was your logic?
Americans love salt.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I will say, so Ruben and I collaborated on the crust.
We only had one food processor, so they were allowed to collaborate on the crust. We thought they'd all collaborate, but Benny was like, I'm going rogue.
Yeah.
That worked.
Well, we actually do like the flavor of your crust a lot. It just is underbaked. And the thickness. We like that there was a discernible crust. The other two don't really have a bottom crust. It's very thin.
I think had I baked that properly, I think that would have been a good one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Significantly underbaked.
Yeah, I think you can just do a double crust just on
What
the
was
bottom.
what was your thought process on the egg wash?
It's pretty.
Okay.
It is
Yeah.
pretty.
It is very pretty.
Yeah.
It is pretty.
I
It is
why
pretty.
does it separate? Like,
I think you
You
overcooked the
overcooked
custard.
I baked it for.
No, I don't think the baking mattered, but when you
On the
overcooked
stovetop,
it, I think
yeah.
you overcooked
Because
it.
I was like, I want it to be solid, so I didn't go for longer.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, which could be what
And I
happened with
think you
Benny's
also
too.
overbeat your meringues. Like you see how theirs are more like uniform, but yours is kind of collapsing. I think you over.
And
whipped
there's
yours.
like a lot of
Yeah, yours turned to soup. It tastes good though. It tastes really nice.
Well, yes, you gotta use
And we all
But
agreed
yeah,
we did
Josh,
not put it
your
in.
texture-wise,
Yeah,
yours
not
really
bad.
holds up.
Not bad.
But still, I mean, they all still
Wow.
taste like coconut cream
Yes.
pie. Like blindly, I think I would agree.
I wouldn't
This
eat
one-
mine.
It's soup, man.
That's disgusting.
I want you to know that I got
I mean, how do
I
you
called
like
that
those
you
fruit
made
pies?
this pie.
You did? Oh, you called it? Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I think Benny made this one.
Great.
Okay, so wait, so the other thing with the crust, so yeah, Ruben and I, we put a little bit of coconut into our crust,
Yeah.
like shredded coconut into
That
our
is not
crust.
discernible.
Okay. Let's see.
I don't think so. Do you taste coconut in the crust?
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just too blunt.
Okay. I was gonna go too strong. And then the last thing I did that
Oh.
was different, I think,
I didn't
is
take all of that.
when I put my crust in, I smeared a small layer of milk at the bottom.
Interesting.
Yep.
Underneath the.
No, on top of the crust before letting
But
it
under all the layers.
Before he
Yeah,
blind
but
baked the crust, he
before I
first
baked
coated
it.
it in milk.
I think if you hadn't done that,
Oh.
the bottom of your
Would've-
crust would have had a better texture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that made your.
But your
pie
edges,
impressive layer.
your edges are the best.
Yeah. And
Your
your
pie
custard
crust-
was like you did your custard most
Yes,
correct.
no.
Yeah, your custard is the most
And
correct.
honestly, your meringue also I think.
Your
is
meringue,
most
I think,
correct.
also is most correct. Yeah, I agree.
I guess
You got a nice
That's why
height
you're-
that
that's
stuck
why
around.
you're-
I got so lucky, Ruben. Out of like a third. We all went up. We're like, all right, that is an obvious distant third place.
Yours?
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
yours is liquid, but you
Yeah.
both are
But the
liquid.
thing is, this to me this looks worse.
this
Like,
looks a
I
lot
don't like the way.
Really?
This looks.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought
Because
it was
this
better.
looks closer to custard. That looks like a pool of oil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all
it
right.
looks weird.
I
It's
It's
see.
like
why is
really
it-
separated.
And
I
your
know.
meringue
But
was
if
better
you
than
were
that
just taking,
meringue.
like the structural component into consideration, this would be first. This would be second. and
Yeah.
that would be
I think
third.
Yeah,
your thing
your
is-
flavors
Yeah,
saved
well
you
done,
here.
Josh, with the
Thank you.
structure.
I
That was-
just got lucky.
Yeah.
Well done.
Should we try our pies, guys?
Do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta taste them.
Vote for
Taste
it.
it, taste it.
No.
Have
Oh,
you
yeah.
done any image
Oh, yeah,
reveals?
sorry.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh
It would-
Oh, it's all Milo. Oh
yeah.
my gosh, that's so funny.
So to have the pictures, Ruben drew Josh, Josh drew Benny, Benny drew Ruben.
That's
So
funny.
Benny drew that one, Ruben drew that one, Josh drew this one.
I like the mouth on this one. Josh's mouth is really nice.
Yeah, I could definitely taste the salt.
Yeah.
In his,
Yeah,
yeah,
this one
it's
is
salty.
like a salty
Oh shoot!
custard.
I did a little bit, but I guess I need
I
a
didn't
lot
think
of
it
a
was
little
that
bit.
salty.
I just think it is perceptible though.
It's saltier for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like that I can tell that there's extra salt in there.
All right, you gotta try some of these now, huh?
Your custard honestly was really good.
Yeah, it is. It just
I
didn't
really
set.
liked your
I
custard.
I think you probably also overcooked your custard.
I tried to fight for you to be number one.
She
but you
did.
were like, but
Yeah.
technically, and I'm like, oh, fine.
Because it is a technical challenge,
Technically,
and that's the only one that held up
Right.
as a whole slice.
yeah.
I think I'll
I don't wanna eat mine.
I think I'll
Yours-
start
yours
here.
we-
No, yours is. It tastes good.
It
Yeah.
tastes good. You
I
should
think this
taste
is
it.
raw enough that it's gonna.
No.
No,
No.
Yeah, no, I think yours tastes the best thing.
Yeah, yours is the best tasting. I said if I worked at a restaurant and my baker served these 3 pies to me, I would veto these 2 and take this one and change it into something different that wasn't supposed to be presented as a coconut cream
Okay.
pie.
And then
'Cause it
David
tasted
pointed
the
out that
best.
that is not the point.
With-
But that's not the challenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the
I
lake
think
with
Patty
it.
wanted to
Yeah.
give you first, Benny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Oh, this
told
is
her
good,
that
dude.
because she said that means you lose.
Yeah.
It just tastes good.
Oh,
It just tastes good.
That was very tasty.
Yeah. Try.
I didn't got to too salty. I do taste a lot of salt.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit, 'cause
I
thought
think
this
it's
was
really
so salty.
We're not,
Yeah.
we're not American enough for this.
I'm probably the most American, I would say.
And you like it.
I thought it was alright.
salt. Yeah.
You like salt, dude?
But the texture is impressive, Josh. It really is. It is
I don't know.
It is really
technically
But I
baked
also
very
asked
well.
him to guess whose was whose, and I think everybody guessed that this one was
I
yours.
am.
Yes. Yeah, and then it was flipped on what they thought about these.
Well, because
yes.
in my brain, like I feel like Ruben's very analytical and like follows like instructions to like a T. So in my brain, like for a technical challenge, that means that their pie even if it doesn't taste exactly right, it should still come out looking like a pie.
Yeah.
The most looking like a pie. So then I was like, oh, this must be Ruben. And then I've tasted like things that you've made before. So I'm like, I know Benny knows.
Benny knows
how things
flavor.
Taste. So then I was like, I think this is probably Benny. But I
You
just
know
have
better.
never
Better than me.
eaten anything you've made or anything.
I
And
do.
they're like, he hasn't made
Oh, yeah,
anything
too
other than
salty.
cake
Yeah.
mix.
So Ruben finished a solid like 25 minutes before everyone else.
Yeah.
I think your issue is that you were just too conservative and you overdid everything. Like you were like, it seems fine, but I'll just let it go a little bit longer just to make
Well, I was
sure.
really worried about having a runny. I was worried about the Benny situation with the filling, so I overdid the filling. And then I was like, I really want this to be like really good.
Yeah, it's like raw dough.
Yeah, and then the pie crust, that I just didn't understand that.
Yeah.
Like it started getting golden brown, so I was like, all right.
Yeah, the issue
But
with
that's
egg
the problem with egg
is
wash.
It gets brown faster. So like what you should have done is blind make the pie, and then when you did, if you really want to do
Right,
egg
that's
wash,
good.
You should
when you
do it
did
at
the
the
final
very
Oh,
end.
actually, I like
Then
that.
you just wash.
That's pretty nice.
And also, if you take Ruben, if you try a piece of the edge of like tasting just your crust, it is quite eggy.
I like it. I think it's really good.
Oh, I do not like tasting egg in my pie crust.
I do like it.
Yeah, I like this.
I see what you're saying though.
It's like a quiche. I think that would be delicious for a quiche.
Yeah, I think for a coconut
Oh,
cream
shoot,
pie,
it's all
the
crust,
egg
whatever.
flavor on the side
It tastes like fried
doesn't
egg to
mash
me.
really well.
Yeah.
But for other things, for sure.
Ruben,
Yeah.
I like your flavors a lot, though. I
Right.
do.
That's my
Similar to
favorite
mine.
flavor.
I think had you gotten the bake right
Yeah.
on the crust, I think that would have been really good.
Like I think Josh was my least favorite of the flavors.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
We
I
also
agree.
agree,
But technically beautiful.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, your meringue is
Texture.
fantastic, Josh. Very-
Your textures are
It's
good.
not
Meringue's
far
good.
off enough for it to like lose out
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah.
Like if
Texture
I
makes a
ordered
big
coconut cream
difference,
pie in a restaurant
Yeah.
or served this, I might be like, it's a little weird, but I would eat it all probably.
Yeah.
It's still
That's
like,
weird.
identifiable.
Whereas like if this or that came out, I would be like, what did you serve me? This is not a slice of pie.
Also, I'd be like in a restaurant, I'd be like, you pay people to do this, like you didn't make a pie.
Yeah.
That's so salty.
No, and it's funny because something about the way you sprinkled it, there are certain bites that are particularly salty.
Right before you baked it, you take the pinch of salt and it's like,
Yeah.
just like
Literally at every step, he was like, and a little bit of salt, and a little bit of salt.
That kind of explains it.
Man, if I got that big
That's
bread,
the
man.
thing, like,
Yeah.
The double.
You should not have done the I disagree.
Oh,
I disagree.
disagree with your disagreement.
That's
What'd you
fine.
say?
He likes that he did. So he has double the amount of pie crust, like dough. So he had 2 balls of dough because the recipe made
that's
2
what it
balls
says
of
in the
dough.
recipe, right? It's a double crust. What-
Right.
What does that mean though? Because I'm
like for pies, like an apple pie that has a bottom crust and a top crust. It's like the recipe makes enough pie crust for that kind of pie.
Yeah.
Whereas this pie crust only.
So that was part of the challenge was will they realize that they actually don't need 2 crusts for this pie?
Okay, because we thought they were all gonna make the crust together, and we thought that they would either technically you could just double the recipe, but still all make it in one food processor
Yeah.
to get enough things, or like even 1.5x it if you're being super conservative. But we were like, they're dumb, so they'll probably 3x it, and then be like, wait, why do we have so much extra pie crust?
Right,
That's
and we
not
thought that'd be
what
funny.
happened. I don't know when you realized, but like they did not. I think
Ruben figured out that this is not a 2 crust pie and that therefore the recipe that made 2 could be shared. So Ruben and Josh made their dough together. Benny made 2 balls of dough and then was like, okay, and now what do I do with my second ball of dough? And eventually got clued into the fact that he did not need a top to his pie, so he just put a second layer.
I'm
for his
with
pie
you, Benny.
crust.
I like your thickness. You just needed to bake it a lot. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. If you baked
I just
it
got a salt bomb.
enough.
Yeah.
You're still eating yours.
If you baked your double longer, it would
Wait,
have
did
Okay,
Uncle Matt?
yeah.
Is Uncle Matt on? Does he know that?
He
John-
left.
Oh.
No, he left.
So, I'm not sure about you guys. I would say the ideal pie out of what we did, I want to take Benny's double crust,
Yeah.
I want to take my texture,
Yeah.
and I want to take Ruben's flavor.
Yeah.
And I do like the egg coating on the crust. I would take that too. I think that'd be my ideal pie.
Yeah.
So how do you get the?
Actually, I would even do triple crust on the bottom. I'm serious.
And Josh, I wish that you hadn't done that milk layer because you did have the best blind bake.
Yeah.
You
that pie crust.
you actually waited till you saw some color. You guys took yours out and you see it never really got color. Your guys' stayed very pale. Ruben, I think you were thwarted by your egg wash
Yeah.
because it gets color before the pie crust is actually baked.
I see why when we were shaking that one, it was like wiggling so much.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's because of the,
That's soup. That's soup, baby. Tasty
When,
soup.
when we brought ours out, immediately I'm like, oh shoot, because you can already see the custard like coming out from
Yeah.
like from a presentation perspective alone. Mine was like I was like, this is not gonna end well.
It's interesting because this one's separated. Like there's
Yeah.
a layer
The
there.
filling itself is actually good texture, but it's just because it has the separation. So
Yeah, because that's not
I
like
think
yours
the
is just
separation is
yours is
not
just
100%.
all of your filling is that texture,
It's like-
whereas
it's like
Ruben's
filling
some of the filling has the right texture and some of it's separated into this like oily substance.
Yeah.
so yeah, I don't know how to separate.
It's
But what-
vanilla water.
Like
Yeah,
the,
I don't
the,
think it's like the milk is separating, right? So it's like the water that's in the milk has separated out.
the color difference.
So the milk is-
No, it's not oil. I just mean
But
yeah.
the thing is, it wasn't like that in the.
That's fun.
In
Good
the
job.
bowl, right?
I can't believe I
Yeah,
get in
so
third
like
place.
by the cooling process or
Mine?
something,
So it
like,
separates
yeah.
like
True.
weirder.
Yeah, it must have. I mean, maybe like
We liked your
the
flavors
bowl-
better.
I love, yeah, I think
Baking is
actually
all
that.
science.
Yeah,
We liked your
I don't know.
flavors
really-
and your meringue and the amount of coconut. He
Yeah.
was too light on the amount of coconut on top.
Okay, so yeah, I felt good about the meringue. I felt good about the flavors. I did. I just
Yeah.
I definitely was most worried about the bake for sure.
It's very
And yeah,
similar
and
it-
to the way that you make like cheese out of milk. Like
Yeah.
the milk solidifies and then it leaks out the,
All the
like
way.
the liquid
Yeah.
that's inside, and then it becomes this custard cheese thing.
So and if you do it for too long, then it separates.
Yeah, so like when you make cheese, you just pour cream into a bowl and you beat it, and you just keep beating it and beating it and beating it and beating it until all the milk solids come together.
I got
and
one salt
the
bomb.
whey comes
Okay,
out.
maybe I beat it too much.
Maybe you beat it too
Yeah,
much.
maybe you beat it too much, and it might be the heat too.
Yeah.
It might exacerbate that process. Yeah.
But basically,
God.
it's like you have like you
So
probably have a
salty.
very creamy custard.
Oh, Uncle Matt's back.
solids are in there.
Uncle Matt,
And the thing is with custard.
Josh was our star
you
baker.
might have
He,
just overcooked
You believe
it
me,
when
Uncle
it
Matt?
was
because this was
Then
Benny's.
put it in the oven, and then it just
It's
like
rather
way
soupy.
overcooked.
This was Reuben's. Also had a little bit of a soupiness problem.
Right?
Yeah.
But
Coconut, so I
Josh had the right
Yeah.
textures. Josh's actually
So
looks
weird,
like a
right?
coconut cream pie. You do occasionally get a very salty bite because he added salt so many
You
times.
almost blew it for yourself with that. Like,
Honestly.
I think if you gone
If
like
you,
a
did,
little
yeah, if you
more.
didn't do the salt, I think you would actually.
You would have won by, it wouldn't have even been a question.
Yeah, legitimately
This
good pie.
custard lake would have won.
I mean, it is good. It is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Because if you get a bite that's not salty, it's good. But
Yeah.
sometimes there is a bite that you're like, that's salty.
It's just whether or not you would have been uncontested in victory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
But you know what? I think like whenever me and Jess set this challenge, I
Yeah,
was
that
kind of
sounds
like, I don't feel confident they're all gonna be able to make all the ingredients and like actually have a pie at the end. Like I thought, like the fact that I mean, you all have a thing that is clearly a meringue.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm impressed by your meringues.
That's so bad.
What, your pie?
It's gotten the
But-
most eating.
I know.
I know, I don't know.
Constantly
It's 'cause the
against
text-
I'm like, I'm
myself
trying to find
about
a bite that has like no salt, just like what it could taste like, but it gets worse the more you eat.
It's salty. Definitely salty.
Wait, so but Josh, would you say do you still like coconut cream pie after this? Like, do you like any of these?
Okay.
Is that why the nuts?
The raw dough is real hard to get
So
past.
Josh, when
And that's a
you
problem for all
tried
three of
coconut
you.
cream pie for the first time, and
All of
it's
your
the
dough is
first
underbaked.
pie he's ever liked. He's not a pie guy.
Yeah.
Except for this one.
I no. I think.
No, well, not this one specifically.
Oh,
but
coconut cream pie.
types of
Yes.
pie.
Yeah. I think I probably would like. I think I probably had Boston
Wait,
cream pie.
You
So I think
went
any
to
cream
Hawaii,
pies.
ate a coconut cream pie, came back, made a pie, and was like, Americans like salt. Salt
Yep.
everywhere.
Yeah, dude, I added almost no salt. Like, I think I don't know about you, but I added like just a teeniest little bit. I was like, this isn't gonna add anything.
Yeah, there were like 2 times that salt was called for, and you guys added it when it was called for. And Josh said, "Oh, sure, I'll add it at that stage, plus a little at each extra stage."
I figured the flavor of the coconut and sugar would be overwhelming to the salt anyway, so that I could only mess it up by adding too much salt and making it like that. Like this, that's why I was like, just
Yeah,
the tiniest
that's a
little
good
bit, and I was like, okay.
I don't think it's too salty.
Hmm.
Maybe I just haven't gotten a really salty bite, but
I
do
keep
like this one
tasting
better.
it. I say Reuben's flavor is the best. I
Yeah,
really like Reuben's
Reuben-
flavors.
Reuben's looks gross and it upsets me.
Yeah, it's really gross. It looks like
But the
it's-
part of your custard that worked is a nice texture.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
And see, I actually prefer Reuben's texture over Benny's. I prefer this versus.
The soup.
You also, you did put
What's
your
that
custard in
pudding?
your pie crust really early.
It's like coconut pudding.
Yeah.
It may have been like that was like maybe you should have cooled your custard or cooled your pie crust more before you did that.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was warm.
Yeah.
Could be that.
That separates because.
Yeah.
Could be that.
See, like,
Because, yeah, the part of it that's good, that's not the liquidy part, is a nice texture for custard.
Right, that's what I love about coconut cream pie. Like you have that here.
So you like that one? It's so soupy.
I like this one, yeah.
Just like, you know.
Drain it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
drink
I think we all like are really close to actually making a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Different
couple-
ways.
Yeah, different ways. A couple tweaks.
Yeah.
This is probably
If
the
you guys
easiest
ever
tweak.
have to make a coconut cream pie and you all work together, I think you would make a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys could keep his salt nonsense in check.
Yeah.
Don't
Josh
add
is like, I'm
salt.
gonna add milk here. Both of you are like, beat salt. Right now.
Yeah.
No salt. No
The salt and the milk layer, man.
Here's the thing, Josh was like, wait, so we can only use these ingredients or we can add other random shit? We were like, no,
No.
the technical challenge is how good you can follow the instructions. And so I feel like the whole time Josh was like chomping at the bit, trying to find ways to make his different from everyone else's.
He added, yeah, coconut and vanilla to his pie crust when it was not called for.
Josh's custard, he chopped, like he put the coconut in
That's
the
right.
food processor, so it's more smaller pieces than the other two pies.
I'm not sure if that really did anything.
No.
Just feels-
I don't-
I flattened my coconut at the end.
That did nothing. Flattening your coconut did nothing.
The coconut he sprinkled on top, he first
Like-
pressed it between 2 paper towels for a while.
If this were like a
It was odd.
coconut cream pie competition, this feels like a 2 to 17 sort of like
Where Josh
results.
is 17?
No, we're all the 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
all-
I actually were closer than I expected after doing a taste test. A look test I thought was different, but a taste test I think, yeah.
Wait, so did you know you had it in the bag from the look test?
I mean, we really thought Benny was gonna get 3rd place.
Yeah, I felt pretty
Yeah.
good about that.
So and then we was like, is it gonna be me or
I
Ruben?
guess maybe you guys hadn't seen the soup yet. Or had
Yeah, because you couldn't tell from you.
But Benny's soup.
No, but-
Benny's almost overflowing.
Benny's you can tell is soup from before it's cut into. That one you couldn't tell was soupy until you cut into it. But yeah, I think
I think this is more an appetizing soup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. This is way more appetizing.
Yeah, I think mine looks like that.
Yeah, it's
I
okay,
think you can
section.
tell a little bit because you can see there's like a separation between
Yeah.
the meringue and the crust.
right. Whereas yours
So
didn't really
so you
split.
You can tell that there's something inside on the bottom where it's like missing.
It's, like, sliding down,
I
yeah.
was thinking that there was like some like holes in it based on the meringue, or that there was like extra liquid that had like pulled out of the bottom and
Yeah.
that created this like kind of crevice.
Yeah.
I like cut this one and I cut this one and I went to cut this one and I saw the pool and I said, oh no. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah. Yeah, like that.
Tell us much at first.
That slice, I feel like left stuff behind, but the slice could come as a whole slice.
Yeah.
This, you sliced it and you set it down and it went.
Well, it's like also you scooped out the plates and all the custard. Like,
That's why the
you
first bite I
can't
took
tell
it-
that a slice was taken out of this one.
No.
The first bite I
Right.
took out of this one, I thought this was the worst, but that was because all of the custard was still in the container, so I had to go back. I literally took some of the meringue, dipped it back in, and ate it.
Sure.
I was like, oh, this actually tastes like pretty
Yeah,
good.
mine's very dippable and fun. You can you can go back for more if you
Yeah,
want.
that's how you can market it. You can market it as
Oh,
coconut
yeah.
cream pie dip. It had like pie
That's
chips
good.
on the
Yeah,
side.
pie
That's
chips.
what I'm
Like yum.
yeah.
As
Yeah.
a restaurateur, I would have picked this one and marketed it.
Wow.
You could-
Wow.
You could take the meringue, and sometimes they bake the meringue into that like a cookie, like a
Oh
cookie,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then you dip it into the
Yeah.
That would be
the
good.
under, like the
Yeah.
separate the liquid custard.
But yeah, nice job, Josh. Yours has a nice color too.
Yeah.
Your coconut's got a
And
nice
you-
color. Your
I mean,
meringue
you
has a good
spent-
color.
You spent maybe 15
Distinct
minutes
layers.
spreading the meringue, but I think it worked out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice mouth.
I was worried that you were working with the meringue too much and you're gonna knock all the air out of it by smoothing it that much, but it held up. It's still
Very
puffed.
puffy, yeah.
Yeah, it's still puffed.
Very
You
nice.
guys hold the meringue over each other's heads?
No.
No, but we just watched them do that on Great British Bake Off
Don't.
a second ago.
Wow.
All right, any
What were the individual rankings? Or do you not have that?
Were we all? the
I
same?
think
I think I was different.
you would have given it to Benny, but that was the only difference.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys are
Thanks,
all
Patty.
the same. I'm
Yeah.
so surprised. Okay.
Yeah, same.
Okay,
I think overall flavor, this is my favorite pie.
Huh.
any parting
Flavor.
words from our star baker?
I want to do my ranking, which is okay. I give Benny's a 3. I'm a 2. This is a 1. I think if I had to take a pie home, I would take this one home.
Okay.
Interesting.
Maybe.
You can do
It's
that.
really
But you,
close.
but
Did
you,
this-
You take your pie home over Benny's.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is that?
I personally much prefer this kind of texture versus soup.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
'cause it's so different.
yeah. I mean, I'm a big texture eater, which is why this one is still. I'm still going at it.
But you still don't like the lake of liquid.
No,
Yeah.
but I really like. I really like the flavor. in
The
this.
liquid doesn't affect your bite.
Yeah.
I don't like it because I can see it, but if you were in a restaurant and somebody served you this pie, the liquid would have come with it.
Right.
You
Yeah.
wouldn't know the liquid was there.
You wouldn't.
Right.
Yeah.
You'd still be like this meringue collapsed, but
Yeah.
you know.
Did this make you want to bake again?
Yes, because now I think we've learned our lesson on what we need here. I will say I'm happy I had like properly made coconut cream pie before this, because I would not be coming home excited about coconut cream pie if I had any of these 3.
That's fair. All right, second place. Any parting words of wisdom?
This was a really fun experience. This is my first time maybe ever making a pie from scratch, so I definitely learned quite a bit. I think I would have baked this twice as long during the first bake and kept the same bake duration with the meringue that I did. So I think that was the issue. And I think that's why we got a lot of soupiness here. And we all kind of just, or at least Ruben and I underbaked it. But
Yeah, I don't know enough about custard to know why yours went to soup.
I think you just need to cook it a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yours was
I
undercooked.
Use a double boiler
And yours was,
then-
yeah.
Yeah, I
So
could
we've
tell
got
mine was the
overcooked
most
custard, undercooked custard, correctly cooked custard.
But that's like when I make the freaking pies for Thanksgiving, like I was very terrified, particularly for the pecan pie, that it was gonna be soup. And
Okay.
it was fine, but like I was very afraid the whole time. Cause like you can't really know. Cause it's
Yeah.
like when you pour it in there, it's still warm, so
Right.
it is soupy.
yeah.
And she's like, is it gonna set?
Yeah, I feel like.
So, second place. Did this experience make you want to bake again?
It did. It did. This was a lot of fun, and I'd be very excited to do another challenge in the future. So thank you to you and Charlotte for organizing. And
Key
thanks
lime pie.
Ooh,
Key
all right.
lime pie.
That's my dad's favorite. So
I
maybe
love
maybe
key
once
lime
he's
pie.
All right.
Maybe when they're visiting, we could do a key lime pie challenge.
Ruby,
He'd be a harsh critic.
any words of wisdom?
You know, it's sad to be going home this week. You know. But I gotta say, it's been a dream of mine to be in the tent, and I gotta be in the tent for this competition, and that's something that I'll take with me always into my future baking career.
Do you think this experience has made you want to continue baking?
We'll say yes.
You can be honest. You can say no.
We can put their aprons back on them.
Oh yeah, that's all right. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for us here on the Great Inner Lakes Bake Challenge.
Thanks all for watching.
See ya.
Wow.